It is my distinct pleasure to add my voice to those who have welcomed their Royal Highnesses to the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago on the occasion of the Diamond Jubilee year of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. On this your visit to our country, we extend a very warm welcome to you, and we are certain that your brief stay will be a memorable one and fruitful for both our countries. In 2012, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago commemorates its 50th anniversary of independence as the United Kingdom celebrates Her Majesty's Diamond Jubilee. Throughout the ages, our relationship has grown tremendously, with the UK positioned as one of our key collaborators in a number of areas pivotal to the development of Trinidad and Tobago. There can be no doubt that we have established a solid foundation in our relationship that can foster further bold initiatives between our nations. In this vein, your visit is reflective of the strong fraternal ties between our countries and as composite parts of the Commonwealth, which has been described as a catalyst for global consensus building and a source of assistance for sustainable development and poverty eradication. These are areas of priority for the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and are also issues which have always been championed by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. It is therefore fitting that last year's Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting welcomed the establishment of a Queen Elizabeth Diamond Jubilee Trust in support of charitable projects and organizations across the Commonwealth, working on tackling curable diseases and promoting all forms of education and culture in addition to other Commonwealth priorities. Please, Your Excellency, know that Trinidad and Tobago has already indicated its intention to contribute towards the success of this trust. Having strong and diverse ethnic and cultural norms, Commonwealth states are connected by their belief in and adherence to democratic processes, respect for human rights, and the rule of law. Our country's national motto is "Together we aspire, together we achieve," and we share the view expressed by Her Majesty in 2009 on these very soils of Trinidad and Tobago that there could be no better description of the Commonwealth ethos. Prince Edward, Princess Sophie, from your journey by sea through this region, you can confirm that the Caribbean ports of call are arguably in the most picturesque region that one can find anywhere on this earth. We hope, therefore, that you will return soon to visit our Twin Island Republic with a less intense itinerary to allow for the experience of some of the more captivating and alluring natural vistas which our shores have to offer. The eminent Caribbean author Sam Selvon may have wanted you to eat the cascadura, a freshwater fish, but even without this, I'm certain the charm of our tropical island and the warmth of our people will have you coming again and again. It is said by Sam Selvon that if you eat the cascadura, you have to come back here to Trinidad and Tobago. Once again, a very warm welcome to our country, Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you.
Once upon a time, there lived a magic island full of magic people, full of magic people. Let me tell you a story about our pain and glory. gentlemen, Pranav Maharaj and Ray Holman.
Many rivers flow to this naked eye, bringing fear and pain, but also a brand new style. And of all these rivers that shape this land, two mighty ones move like a sculptor's hand. And today those hands across the land, man, they're still landscaping. And there's no doubt we will work it out, there is no escaping. As the river flows, there are those who will change its passage. So every common man got to understand up and send a message. So you can put up your hand if you understand now. See how we moving, watch how we grooving. See how we step inside.
How we stepping up inside.
One lovely nation under a groove, yeah. The Ganges come meet the night. Them boys with the lofty agendas, the poets, the thinkers, they will always have their due.
Oh, 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 oh.
Princess Sophie and Prince Edward, you must come along too, 'cause the people got the power and the glory. See how we float in style.
See how we floating up in style.
See how we moving, watch how we grooving. See how we float in style. One lovely nation under a groove, yeah. The Ganges come meet the night. One lovely nation under a groove, yeah. The Ganges come meet the night. Kumaweo, Zindaweo, Kumaya Zindawe, ayayo. Kumaweo, Zindaweo, Kumaya Zindawe, ayayo. Kumaweo, Zindaweo, Kumaya Zindawe, ayayo. Kumaweo, Zindaweo, Kumaya Zindawe, ayayo.
Sarega, sarega pa, sarega pa da ba ga re da re sa, da sa da da re sa da da re ga 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 re da sa. Thank you.
Nival Chetlal, Pravana Maharaj, and of course Ray Holman once again. And now with an address to mark this unique occasion, we welcome next His Excellency High Commissioner Arthur Snell, High Commissioner for Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Honourable Prime Minister, Your Royal Highnesses, members of Cabinet, other distinguished members of the diplomatic corps, other guests, ladies and gentlemen, all. There is a phrase going through my mind right now, and it is a hard act to follow. That being the case, I'm going to be very brief. My role here today is really just to do two very simple things. The first is to welcome publicly, on behalf of the British High Commission and of course the British community here in Trinidad and Tobago, their Royal Highnesses, the Prince and Princess Edward, Earl and Countess of Wessex, to this beautiful twin island republic. In the year of Her Majesty the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, but also of course the year of Trinidad and Tobago's 50th anniversary of independence, their Royal Highnesses are undertaking the first of what is a series of visits to Commonwealth countries and other territories by members of the royal family. So today we have their Royal Highnesses with us here in Trinidad and Tobago, partway through what is an exceptionally complex journey through, I think, 9 territories of the Eastern Caribbean. So not only a pioneering journey, but possibly one of the more demanding schedules of this of this Jubilee year. So their Royal Highnesses arrived today from Grenada, and they've already visited, I believe, St. Lucia, Barbados, and St. Vincent. Your Royal Highnesses, it is a huge pleasure to have you here in Trinidad and Tobago with us for the next couple of days. The visit has already got off to a great start. We were received by His Excellency the President, and then there was a chance for the President's Award top winners, those gold medalists, to receive their awards, to witness the enthusiasm, commitment of those young people and all those that have supported them, the parents, teachers, people from the award association here in Trinidad and Tobago, was in itself an inspirational experience for me. So I think it's possible to say that the visit has already got off to a great start. My second task today is, of course, to express my sincere thanks to the government and people of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and in particular the Honourable Prime Minister, for graciously hosting all of us, and in particular their Royal Highnesses. The warm hospitality of Trinidad and Tobago is legendary, and it's a pleasure to be witnessing it today. I'd also like to express my gratitude to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and of course, the Minister, Dr. Surujwatan Rambachan, for all the hard work that's gone behind the scenes to make this visit a reality, as well as the efforts of other state institutions and other bodies, in particular the Trinidad and Tobago Defence Forces, who have already demonstrated their professionalism and high standards. And so many people have given of their time and resources to support this visit. I particularly would like to express my gratitude because I know that Prime Ministers are busy people, but I also know that this week this Prime Minister is a very busy person. So, Honourable Prime Minister, I'm very grateful to you for your gracious and warm hospitality today. I promise to keep this short, so thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, His Excellency High Commissioner Arthur Snell. It's just been 1 week since we've completed our carnival festivities. It's a carnival so rich in its creativity that its roots have spread all around the world, including Notting Hill in London, where millions of people experience the joy of a Trinidad and Tobago style carnival each year. It's one of the myriad ways in which the vibrant heritage of Trinidad and Tobago adds to the diverse cultural tapestry that is today's United Kingdom. Our carnival dates back to 1783, and now we offer a brief presentation on its colorful history, featuring traditional costumes, characters, and the story of our masquerade told extempo style, told by Philip Murray, known in the Calypso world as the Black Sage. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the evolution of carnival. It's the story of our masquerade. Enjoy.
La ba da la da 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 da, la ba da la da 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 da. Sing the chorus. La ba da ba ba. Let me hear you sing. Well, it gives me the greatest pleasure to pay respect to my Prime Minister, and I am also very impressed to pay respect to our two special guests. Ladies and gents, look, I have to state, I know for Carnival you arrived a bit late, but what I have to say, it is very true. We have some aspects of Carnival for you. Our carnival, I'll say my part, it had an aristocratic start. Our carnival, may I be so bold, it was started by the French Creole. I want everybody to hear my call. It was started in the French Creole's masked balls, and all I could say, the slaves and the masses took the carnival away. At Artistry and mimicry was the norm. They did it on a Juve morn. And this costume I'll have to explain. It is a lady called Dame Lorraine. As you can see, it is good area and also good tete, that's also there. But you gentlemen who are tempted to feel what you are seeing there, none of it is real. This is one of our most fearsome character. We call him the Midnight Robber. He is a character both fearsome and bold, and he brought damnation to the whole world. And look at him there, he is here posing, and if you hear him talk, you would be running. So ladies and gentlemen, one of our character, the baddest man in Carnival, the Midnight Robber. This gentleman, he is a sailor, and he is another carnival character. And I want everybody to take the chance. Our sailor, he has the most unique dance. And there he is in his costume, bringing pleasure to the entire room. A more fancy sailor you would never see, not even in Her Majesty's Royal Navy. When Carnival the masses took over, some of the expressions were very vulgar, and there was a cry from high society to ban the mask immediately. Captain Baker tried to ban the mask, and these stick fighters, they took him to task. Captain Baker took a hasty retreat, and from then the carnival was ruled in the street. The stick fighter, Alamadi, Abalabadi. I have to tell you about this character. He is one of the most menacing fella. In fact, on Carnival Day, when you see him, you better run away. You run far and fast, you will understand. He is a devil, you best have money in hand. And when he come on the stage, all I would say, you better have a few dollars for you to pay. Ladies and gents, this year you understand, the Catholic Church, they produced a band, and this gentleman, he won the competition. The Catholic band, they were #1. This is the idea they're trying to push. Their costume was Exodus, he's the burning bush. And I will tell you, they don't whine or misbehave. And if you play with this band, you are sure to be saved. The Catholic band. And I must tell you, this beautiful lady, her costume is fantasy. Our carnival, a carnival of class. We even have fantasy in the mass. And you know, it's nothing I pull. This lady here, she is very beautiful. It is fantasy. She gives me delight. And I fantasize about this costume every night. Another lovely costume indeed. They say we are moving to bikini and bead. Many people out there, let them know that we are trying to copy Carnival in Rio. But I know what is plain to see. I think it's Rio who are copying we. And they say Rio, some people opine. All I say, we are just changing with the times. And Carnival this year, please don't be amazed. Costume going back to old time days, because I have to make the comment, same year, look how the costume's different. Because you know we had costume of class. Carnival going back to things of the past. And this lady, her band I say, is a novel name. It's called K2K. Ladies and gents, I don't want to be crude, but right now I think it's time I conclude. But you know that the soca music, it is today something that's terrific. While the masqueraders love to misbehave, soca artists like to pull out something and wave. So I want my masqueraders take the chance, pull out something and wave it for the audience. Thank you very much. Very much. Trinidad Carnival. A synopsis. Thank you very much. Santi Vanity. Tabalabadaya. Laibalaydaladaya. Alabalibilabadibabalayladaya.
Thank you very much, Black Sage, and your cast of sailors, Jab Malassies, Midnight Robbers, Blue Devils, and so much more. With so much to celebrate on today's occasion, we now welcome very warmly the Honourable Kamla Persad-Bissessar, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
It is my pleasure to welcome their Royal Highnesses to our Twin Island Republic on the occasion of the Diamond Jubilee year of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, as Sovereign of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and head of the 54-member Commonwealth of Nations. As others have mentioned, and we are well aware, this year we also celebrate our 50 years of independence, and as Her Majesty celebrates her Diamond Jubilee, this year marks 50 years of diplomatic relations with the United Kingdom. We established our first overseas missions on August 31, 1962 there. Trinidad and Tobago remains committed to the Commonwealth, having recently demitted the chair in office at last October's Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Perth, Australia. Our nation's dedication to upholding the values of the organization, such as democracy, good governance, development, gender equality, access to health and education, is reflected in our very active engagement on various issues. Trinidad and Tobago now chairs the Commonwealth Connect's Steering Committee, dealing with information and communication technology, a very pivotal element in my respectful view, which underpins our individual and collective development in this very interconnected global society. Our country's stewardship on the Commonwealth Ministerial Action Group, CMAG, continues for a second term, and we support wholeheartedly all efforts to ensure its effectiveness in reporting swiftly and responding swiftly to contemporary challenges. Indeed, just last week, our Minister of Foreign Affairs reported to the CMAG on the very timely mission he led to the Maldives in furtherance of the promotion of Commonwealth values and principles. During my own tenure in office, chair in office of the Commonwealth, it was an honor for us to advance the Commonwealth theme of women as agents of change, and we did so at the regional, at the hemispheric, and international levels. My government firmly believes that the blueprint for the future progress of all nations involves priority attention to matters affecting women, youth, and children. Distinguished guests, the Commonwealth remains particularly relevant as issues pertinent to the future growth of small island developing states like ours remain high on the agenda. Her Majesty the Queen has had a very distinguished tenure at the helm of this very important institution. At the start of her reign, she declared that it would be, and I quote, a more powerful influence for the good in the world. It would be, she said, and I quote again, a more powerful influence for good in the world. Her Majesty would later say in Trinidad and Tobago in 2009 that the Commonwealth, and I quote, can be proud of the fact that in each of its 6 decades, it has shaped the international response to emerging global challenges. Her Majesty's commitment has been steadfast, espousing the fundamental tenets guiding the Commonwealth of Nations, thereby earning the profound respect of leaders and people across the globe. Hence, it is not only fitting that all 54 countries join in the celebration of Her Majesty's Diamond Jubilee this year. At all levels, the ties between our nations remain very strong. The UK is an important partner for Trinidad and Tobago indeed representing our fourth largest export market and the second highest source of foreign direct investment, primarily in our very vibrant energy sector. Mutually beneficial trade, educational and cultural programs, and technical cooperation initiatives in areas such as health, security, and the environment maintain our very strong links. We look forward to deepening our partnership also in the context of UK-Caribbean relations, particularly in the area of tourism and on issues being addressed by the European Union which impact upon ourselves and states within the CARICOM region. As we move forward in this ongoing collaboration and continue to reap important benefits for our citizens, we today pay tribute to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, whose contribution to the strengthening of these ties has been most significant. The visit of the Earl and Countess of Wessex is a clear indication that these linkages will not falter. We want to take this opportunity then to extend on behalf of the government and people of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, indeed on my own behalf, best wishes, warmest congratulations to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II on the 60th anniversary of her accession to the throne and as head of the Commonwealth nations. In this regard, we want to thank the Earl and the Countess for their very gracious visit here to Trinidad and Tobago, as I ask you please to warmly welcome and give them a round of applause. May I ask you to please stand and join with me in toasting to Her Majesty for exemplary and unwavering commitment to the people of the Commonwealth over the last 60 years. To Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Who will do the second toast? Can you please remain standing as we now move a toast to the Earl and Countess of Wessex. To the Earl and Countess of Wessex. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
In just a moment, we shall be dining, and before that, we invite His Royal Highness, Prince Edward, the Earl of Wessex, to offer a toast in return.
Oh, Prime Minister, distinguished guests. Oh, I do like surprises. Thank you very much indeed for your very kind words of welcome here, and particularly your very kind and warm words about Her Majesty the Queen, which I will endeavour to pass on. And in particular, the very strong words and commitment that you have expressed and this country has as such a major player in the Commonwealth, and how much that is appreciated as well. So thank you on behalf of Her Majesty, but thank you also for all that you do as a member, a very active member of the Commonwealth. And if I can just also say thank you and how grateful we are for allowing us to come and visit you at this time of year, because essentially we're here to try and come and help you celebrate and mark the 50th anniversary of your independence. But I know that doesn't actually happen until the 31st of August. That's your actual independence Day, I believe. But unfortunately, we're going to be rather busy at that time of year. So apologies that we won't be able to be here to join those celebrations at that time. The Diamond Jubilee is one thing, but there's also a small sporting event happening in Britain at the time. So, but I'm very much looking forward to, I'm sure there'll be a very strong team from Trinidad and Tobago competing in both the Olympics and the Paralympics, so we look forward to welcoming you there. And there may well be other representatives of Trinidad and Tobago, I hear, also, which will be great. So I'm very grateful to you for allowing us to come and visit at this time as part of this wider tour to the region, and to be able to help at least mark your anniversary of independence, a very important anniversary of independence, and also, you know, a key part in the development, a moment to reflect on all this nation has managed to achieve over the last 50 years, your achievements, and also for a moment to reflect on that, to give you confidence about facing the future, whatever that may be. So Her Majesty sends her very best wishes to you on this very important anniversary to you, and may God's blessings to Trinidad and Tobago in the future. So, and wanting to emulate the Prime Minister, and also because I quite like a standing ovation at the end as well, please. May I ask you all, please, to rise and please drink a toast to the President and the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you.